What's up, class 10th champions? Hello, everyone. So, welcome again on your favorite channel, Deeksha Vedantu CBSE English, and this is your Sonu Sir. My dear class 10th board 2027 warriors. Today in this video, I have come up with very important, I would say common problem that you might having in this crucial phase or time. This is backlog. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to kill the backlog of maths. Because what happens in this particular point of time, my dear champions, when your vacation is done, your holidays are over, so many of you likely enjoyed your holidays while also keeping up the studies, but some of you might not have even opened the book throughout the holidays. They were solely enjoying with friends, moving here and there, outing, and just gossiping and wasting the time. And the result in front of you now, your school is opened and your exam is also approaching to you, but still you didn't have clarity of the syllabus. You didn't have even solved a question of real number, a single question of pair of linear equation in two variable, and the result is huge pressure and burden on your mind regarding backlog. So my dear champion, this video is exclusively for all those students who all are under backlog burden. So let's start this video. How guys you can ensure quickly cover up the backlog of maths class 10th to get, to ensure good marks in your coming exam at your school. So let's begin the video. So my dear, first of all, I would like to share with you very important thing here, reality check. So if we talk about the reality check, what happens? Why a maths backlog is riskier under CBSE's new competency based pattern? My dear champion, if you skip any topic, any particular chapter, that may cost you a lot in your board exam, because the syllabus is huge now. As per the CBSE new pattern, you will be getting good quality question, application based questions, value based question, case study based question. So you don't have a lot of time. The toppers, what they used to do, what they are doing right now to get 90 plus and 95 plus in their board exam, they are targeting to cover up the entire NCERT textbook till September or October, so that they can ensure to solve number of competency based questions alternatively, doing any selecting any multiple book, any quality book to ensure the competency clarity. So my dear, if you are depending only NCERT for your board exam, NCERT is not going to give you, as per the new CBSE pattern, NCERT is not only will give you 95% plus, but NCERT is very powerful book to give you clarity, concept, theorem clarity, which formula are there, what to use, these things are there. So NCERT is the powerful, no doubt. But if you are completely wholly dependent on NCERT only, if you are relying only on NCERT, this is not a good thing as per the new CBSE pattern. So please make sure to cover up your NCERT, the complete textbook including example, till September or October, so that you guys can ensure to solve competency based question in coming to after September, October and November you will be having. So you guys can solve multiple questions of competency based. So do this, champions. So please don't get trapped in backlog problem, champions. Stay updated. Whatever is going on in the school in syllabus, please please stay up to date. Please utilize your lot of hours in your self study, so that you guys can ensure there is no any backlog in maths. Okay, so 80 plus 20, you all know, if I talk about the marks share in mathematics, so basically this is 80 plus 20. 80 is your theoretical exam, that is you all are going to write the exam in theoretical form, and 20 marks is for your internal exam that your class teacher or subject teacher will give you at your school premise. Okay, so board exam is of 80, internal is 20. One shot, no more term splits to hide gaps. If I talk about 50%, so 50% or 50 to 60% also, my dear champion, there will be in your examination question paper, almost 50 to 60% question will be there, competency based question. So in this first slide, I want to let you know, my dear, one thing: don't get trapped in backlog, because just go to the reality check. If you get trapped in backlog, champions, how you guys can ensure to get to complete your entire syllabus on right time, including value based question, competency based question, PYQs and all. So backlog is a very serious problem. It's just a threat for you, everyone. Please. So 50% question, which including case studies question and application based, and no rote memory. If you are thinking like, oh, I will learn the solution also, I can memorize the mathematics solution also, what you will do in your exam? Because no one knows if you are memorizing the solution of a particular question. Are you sure that this question will be appearing in your exam? No one knows. because entire question paper will be different. No one knows what kind of question will be there in exam. So my dear, don't follow the rote learning. Please don't chase the marks. Please chase the clarity, concept, confidence, problem solving skill as per the new CBSE patterns, what CBSE is demanding and expecting from you guys. Okay, now 26 marks rest on number system. So 26 marks will just only 3 chapter including number system, which is basically real numbers, algebra, pair of linear equation in 2 variable, and of course polynomials can give you 26 marks. And generally, you know, in most of the schools, teachers are used to teach these subjects, these chapters, I mean real numbers, polynomials, and pair of linear equation in 2 variable, and that is the backlog of the most of the student, for most of the student. So in this video, I'm going to give you, short tips and tricks how you guys can cover up your backlog in very short period of time. Real numbers, polynomials, and pair of linear equations in 2 variable. Have patience. Okay, way too long and backlog compound. So what happens? Weak real numbers. So my dear champion, you just need to focus on LCM and HCF and how to prove the irrational number. If I ask you to prove root 5 is an irrational number, so these questions are very important. Now, if I talk about in polynomials, so Shaky problems are there, the relationship between zeros of quadratic polynomial and the coefficients. So this is the important thing in polynomials. Now, if I talk about missed linear equation, so in linear equation in 2 variable, basically the most probability will be there to get word problem questions. You know, you might get word problem question from pair of linear equation in 2 variable. Now, let's talk about strategy. So this is all about the reality check. Okay, now moving ahead. Now, my dear champion, your 3 high impact chapters, and generally I found every year the students of class 10th, they are having backlog issue of these 3 chapters, because in most of the institution, in most of the schools, maths teachers used to cover up these chapters initially when they start the beginning of the session, when the session is started, and when they start to teach mathematics, basically in class 10th. So they pick these 3 chapters. So generally you might be having the backlog of these 3 chapters. So I'm going to give you the strategy for these 3 chapters, and I'm considering these 3 chapters that are in your backlog. So first is real numbers. It may give you 6 marks. So in real numbers, what you have studied: fundamental theory of arithmetic, how to get the factor. Any integer is the product of their factor, basically. So this is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. How to find LCM and HCF and their relationship. We have the relationship, the product of HCF and LCM of any integer, 2 integer is equal to the product of integer itself. So this is very important. And third is prove root 2, root 3, root 7 are irrational numbers. So please prioritize and focus on these 3 portions, because you must be getting question from these any one of these 3 topics. So these are the most important topics. So my dear, prioritize the topic, and then you can decide how much you should put your effort within to get complete the particular topic. So these are the most important topic, champions. Now, if I talk about polynomials, if you want to complete the polynomial in very short period of time, very shortly, to ensure little good marks in your exam which is coming, and you are very close to your exam, and you don't want to complete the entire chapter in depth way, so my dear, try to complete at least these topics. So zeros and their meaning. What does it mean by zeros and their meaning? The relationship between sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a, product of zeros is equal to c by a, and we all know quadratic polynomial. And sum and product of zeros, I have already told you, basically we are talking about here quadratic polynomial and the graph of polynomial. This is very important. So go and please cover up these 3 things. And let me tell you honestly, being a math teacher, let me tell you, when you sit to do self-study and you want to cover up these 3 topics, my dear, trust me, if you utilize honestly your half an hour or 45 minutes, honest 45 minutes, your dedicated 45 minutes will be enough to cover up these 3 topics in polynomials. So there is nothing serious. Now, if moving ahead, linear equation in 2 variable. So how to find out the solution of linear equation in 2 variable, pair of linear equation into 2 variable. So this is substitution and elimination method is very important. Consistency and inconsistency of system, and you might get word problem question also from this chapter. So pair of linear equation in 2 variable is also important for word problem question. So please make sure to solve at least 5 to 6 word problem questions from this particular chapter, linear equation in two variable. So this is the way, my dear champions, you guys can ensure your backlog overcome. You can complete your backlog in very short time. Moving ahead. Okay, so I'm giving you here 7-day rescue sprint. So the 7-day rescue sprint, my dear, small, daily, doable, one focused hour beats a panicked all-nighter, my dear. So I have already asked you in previous slide, you have to utilize at least 1 hour with consistency, continuously 7 days. You dedicated 1 hour, not just for formality. Your mother is watching, father is watching. Oh my dear, this is the time. Your father is coming from your office. Now you have started, you have opened your book and you're sitting on your table and studying, just to pretending to be a good student, a good guy in front of your father. Don't do this, my dear. Don't do this, my dear. Okay, so this is very bad thing. It is, it never suits on a good student. This is not the identity of a good student. So don't do this. Study for your own, career, for on your bright future, and to feel your parents proud champions, right? So study for that. So what you have to do, day one, real numbers, finish entire real numbers, relearn HCF, LCM, and how to prove irrationality, and solve at least 15 mixed sums. So day one you have to utilize for real numbers. For day two, first and second day for real numbers. Now third day and fourth day you should utilize for polynomials. Please make sure to give 2 days for polynomials. Please dedicate it 2 days. 2 days means 2 hours. So 2 hours will be enough for you to complete your entire polynomials quickly. So in polynomials, these are the topics: zeros, sum of products, sum and products of quadratic polynomial, graph is there, and few NCERT questions. So my dear, make sure to give 2 days to polynomials, third day and fourth day, when you have started your 7-day rescue sprint. Now fifth day and sixth day, please dedicate these 2 days to linear equation in two variable. So 2 days each. 2 days you are utilizing for real numbers, 2 days for polynomials, and 2 days for linear equation. In just 1 week, champion, in just 1 week, you can overcome to your backlog, everyone. Yes, my dear. And toppers follow this, because I have suggested this 7-day rescue sprint in previous year also. And a lot of students get benefited from this. And they proved they were overcome this situation. And they, their exam really went well. They scored good marks in their exam at school. So my dear, and of course, you all are not targeting your school level exam. You all are, in race of 10 lakh and 14 lakh student of board exam that you all are going to write in the next upcoming year, 2027. So race is that this journey is so long. So my dear, you have to, please make sure there should be no any backlog and all, because your backlog will be impacting your present syllabus, your present studies. Because whenever we have little tension in mind, we can't focus on studies in presently. So my dear, please stay very calm, very clear. Your approach, your body language should be very strong. Your self motivation should be there. So your backlog is impacting your motivation is negatively. So my dear champion, please ensure there should be no any backlog. Now moving ahead, linear equation in two variable, both methods means substitution and elimination method, and 5-word problem, case study based questions. Come on yaar. If you follow this 7-day rescue sprint, this is enough for you to complete your backlog, to overcome from your backlog burden, champion. So please go and fix this. Now the 7th day, what you have to do, because we have utilized already 6 days only, now we have 7th day, the last day of the week, right? So this is of your mixed test. Now what you need to do in mixed test, 1 hour timed paper across all three, review every error. So make a question paper, combine question paper of the questions from real numbers, polynomials, and linear equation into variable. Let's say you have picked up 30 questions and solve the 30 question, mixed question from these 3 chapters, solve the 30 question. Now analyze what kind of challenges, difficulties you are facing while doing the numerical, where you are lacking, what are the loopholes, what you need to do, what are the zones where you need to do little improvement. So my dear, you can analyze your caliber, your potential, your error, I mean your problem difficulties you are facing in these 3 chapters. So this is very important. So 7th day is for mixed test. So repeat weak spot on the day after spaced revision, lock it in. So my dear, this is all about. Now last, power tips to clear it fast. Now how you can clear it fast, how you can overcome your backlog fastly. So solve, don't just read. Mathematics is not about only reading. This is not any language book. This is not your English supplementary or Hindi. No, my dear. Maths is all about practice, 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 and only practice. There is no any shortcut in mathematics. If you are just reading the mathematics, memorizing the solution, that will not work in your board exam. Come on, yeah. Toppers never do this. Topper don't chase marks, they chase concept clarity, and that's why they are topper, right? So solve. Don't just read the mathematics, champion. This is not any storybook. So this is very important point. Maths is a doing subject. It is just a doing subject. Work every NCERT example with pen in hand. Some student, what they used to do, some student, consider themselves as a topper. They feels that they are everything, they know everything more than teacher. What they used to do, they are looking the question. Yes sir, yeah, this is the solution. Yes sir, this is the, sir, I got the answer. But he or she is not practicing using pen or pencil. And that is the result. They feel regretting in examination hall, because when they got the quality question based on that same concept, little, high standard question, now they are not able to do the answer correctly. They're not getting the answer, and now they have, tensed. They are having a lot of pressure. Their motivation is going down and all. They are feeling, getting my point? So just only if you are, becoming overconfident, if you are watching the question and telling the answer, yes sir, this is the answer, I got the answer, but you are not practicing using your pen and pencil on your copy, this is very bad thing. Please don't do this, champion. Toppers never do these things. Okay, second is redo your mistakes. If you made any mistake while doing the question, so what are the mistakes? Why it occurred? Now please work on that. So please redo the mistake. Don't repeat the mistakes again and again. So after solving a particular question, if you are unfortunately getting the wrong answer, now go through the solution from beginning to the end and check where you are making the mistakes. So please redo the mistakes. This is very important. Third is practice case study based question as per the new CBSE pattern. This is very important. Turn linear equations into word data problem, because pair of linear equation in 2 variable will be giving you word problem, case study based questions also. This is very important. Fourth point is time box your sums. Time box your sums. What does it mean by time box your sums? Let me tell you. Give each problem a limit. Stuck 5 minutes, mark it, move on, return later. Yes, my dear. Listen. If you are solving a 5-marker question, for example, a question from pair of linear equation in 2 variable, you have just started the solution, solving the question, and unfortunately, you have just stuck somewhere in the solution while doing the solution. Now, don't waste your time. If the question required only 5 minutes, don't go beyond 10 minutes and 15 minutes. Wasting your 15 minutes in a single question may cost you in those questions which is easy for you, but due to the lack of time, you were not able to solve that question. The question is, unfortunately, you have left unattempted. So it will be very paining for you, everyone. When you come out your examination hall, you will be feeling, oh my God, the question was very easy, the last question, but I couldn't solve the question because of lack of time. Why? Because you have wasted time here. So don't do this, everyone. Please, champions. So if the question is just worth 5 marks, but you have solved, because in mathematics, this is a step marking. So a 5-marker question, and if you may have stuck somewhere, your 3 marks and 2 marks is done. Don't waste your 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes only for 2 marks, extra 2 marks. Come on, go and do the extra, another question which is comfortable, which is easy for you. You are confident in that particular question. Unfortunately, if you miss that question, those questions which were easy for you, you will be feeling regretting like a burden on your head till your result day, everyone. So this is very common in students. So don't follow the time box in sum while doing the sum. Fourth is learn the why. Why? Competency question test concepts ask why a step. So my dear, now you all know as per the new CBSE pattern, if you are only depending on formula, and if you are thinking or expecting that the question would be there in your exam directly formula based. So this is not true. The question will be there, if this solution is this, if this is answer, why this is answer, which formula should I use there, why this formula we are using here. So such things should be in your mind. I mean, you have to think, you have to improve your thinking skill beyond the boundary, beyond the box. Why it is going on, how it is going on, such things should be there in your mind. Okay, the last one is ask early, ask often. So don't get hesitate to clear your doubts, to clear your concepts with your teachers, with your respective subject teacher, whether it is in maths, science, social studies or English, whatever. If you are, I mean, hesitating, if you are shy nature of you, I mean, you are, or if you may be thinking like, what if I'll ask you what my friends will be thinking about me? Come on, yaar, you all are equivalent. And once you become topper, now they will be asking you how you made it, how you did it. Come on, yaar. So ask early. Don't keep any doubts within you, please. It will be killing you from within, champions. So don't do this. Whatever you have doubts, teachers are there. They are dedicatedly there and they love doubts. When you go to your teachers and ask doubts frequently, they really love that. So please, my dear champion, focus on it. So this is all about you are closer than you think. So you all are very close to your exam, because very close to your dream, because you all are about to cross the first step of your academic life, and that is 10th class. And everyone, your relatives, your family member, your father, mother, your cousins, everyone are expecting, and they all are looking forward to see you as a topper, scoring 95 and 98%, 99% in your board exam. So this is all about, champions. So don't get trapped in backlog. I'm here, your Sonu Sir is here. Whenever you feel, I mean, any problem, pressure, difficulty, challenges in maths, in any particular chapter, trigonometry is there, whatever is there, please do let me know in comment section. Comment section is open and free for you all. You can put any comment anytime, 24/7. I'm available for you, everyone. And this channel, Deeksha Vedantu, is exclusively, dedicatedly, specially designed for all class 10th board students. Okay, so this is all about. Thank you so much. So Smart Today, open real numbers now, today. And 1 hour daily consistency beats, of course, cramming, and track errors, fix the same mistakes once and on the same day. If you are making any mistake there, please rectify that error on the same day. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel this video is helpful for you, don't forget to share with your friends and stay connected with this channel. Stay blessed, take care of yourself and take care of your parents. Listen then, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, and let's meet. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.